Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Friday. Should I say it's the 13th? Sorry, it's Friday the 13th. Kind of scary, everybody. It's going to be all right, though. Don't worry about it. We've got a great show for you. Let's get right into it. Nothing scary about this one. The California Club, they're here, Sharon Peavy, and we also have Carol Romero. They're going to be talking about some upcoming performances, upcoming shows. You're going to want to stay tuned for that. Sports Corner with Cole Young, always a good time. And the Democratic Club, they got some great speakers coming up, and we're going to tell you about them as well. One of the Senate candidates is coming to town, so stay tuned for that information on that. Hey, let's stay informed. We've got some great stuff for you. United Laguna Woods Mutual, they are going to have themselves a town hall meeting. It's going to be today, Friday, October 13th, and it is going to be at 2 p.m. over at the Clubhouse 3 over at the Performing Arts Center. So make sure you get in and hear what's going on, all sorts of good information, and speak your mind if you want to. And we also have a bonus Stay Informed for you. We had an incorrect information in the Globe. So if you were looking at the Globe and you saw the American Legion post 257, the correct date for the next meeting is going to be Thursday, October 26th at 5 p.m. over in Clubhouse 1. So make sure you know about that. Okay, let's move on to our weather. I think we have some weather coming up here. Yes, and you guys know there's going to be a kind of a solar eclipse going on tomorrow. We're going to have a partial. We're going to see some of it. So it's 9:14, I think, in the morning it starts. So should be kind of fun. Get out there if it's sun's shining where you're going to be. For most of us, it's going to be a warm day for the weekend. We're going to kind of warm up, and you see the temperatures there. Mostly sunny. We'll have some morning clouds here and there, but for the most part, mostly sunny and close to the 80s for the rest of the weekend and week. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset, and that is going to be a great picture by Ben Givens. We have great sunset going on there. Sunrise was 6:54 this morning. Sunset is 6:20 p.m. tonight. Okay, and if you have pictures you want to send us, make sure you send them our way. We have send your pics in here, and it's going to be Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com. Give me your name, where the photo was taken, and horizontal pictures only, and we will put them on the air for you. All right, folks, let's take a look at our meetings, and after that, coming right back with the California Club. Stay with us.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The thoughtfully redesigned 2023 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, plus up to 32 miles per gallon, a 260 horsepower turbocharged engine, advanced technology, and an extra-large touchscreen. The 2023 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We're focused on your eye care at all 3 of our Orange County locations.
Our new location in Laguna Hills, Orange, and San Clemente.
Each facility features the latest in advanced technology and diagnostic equipment.
And a trusted collection of doctors that care about your vision and your quality of life.
We deliver what matters to you
And your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
And welcome back to the program. It's the California Club. They're coming up. We've got some great things going on. I want to welcome Sharon Peavy and Carol Romero back to the program. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Great.
Everybody good?
Yeah,
all right,
we're
we're ready.
good.
We're ready to get some dancing, some great shows. Tell us a little bit about the California Club in general.
In general, I'd like to tell you how unique we are.
Oh my gosh, uniquely in general.
Because we all know the abundance of how many events there are out there in Laguna Woods. There are dinners and dancing and entertainment. So how do we stand out from that, from all of that? You'll love the answer. Because we offer all of that. Dancing, dinner, and entertainment, stage special entertainment, all in one evening.
Yeah.
So when you walk in, people are already dancing to the dance music. And then dinner is served, and I mean served. It's not a buffet.
Right, which is nice.
It's really nice.
love that.
It is a sit-down served 4-course meal, and you choose your entree when you reserve. We offer meat or seafood or vegetarian. And we also have 2 large magnum-sized bottles of wine on each table.
Uh-oh.
Red and white. You will not run out of wine. And after dinner, there is a very special entertainment that Sharon is going to be telling you about. And then there's dancing again.
Right, and that's kind of like a throwback to the old kind of club days when you go to the cabana or whatever it might be. You had an evening of entertainment, music, dancing, dinner, camaraderie, and that kind of thing.
Like a we always call it cabaret show.
Cabernet on the table, cabaret on the stage.
That's
so the amazing thing is we offer all of that for only $38.
No, it's terrific.
It's amazing.
Sounds like a fun night, and you have some fun nights coming up, Sharon,
yes,
right?
we sure do.
Stevie Wonder.
Well, I wanted to first start and tell about the Stevie Wonder tribute band.
Yes.
It's a tribute to Stevie Wonder, and what's so exciting about them is it is not impersonating him. Mm-hmm. They do the music of Stevie Wonder. And the gentleman who puts the whole thing together, as you can see by the photo, it's a very large group. He asked me to read this because he thought this would help. Prepare to be inspired and uplifted by a fantastic new revision that radiates positivity, leaving you with nothing but good feelings. This remarkable event promotes love and equality, creating an environment that transcends boundaries. They play and sing the music that he has written, not just the songs he did. And he has written for Michael Jackson, Chaka Khan, Aretha Franklin, Smokey Robinson's Marvin Gaye, and the Supremes. So this evening at the PAC it's December 2nd, it's going to be all of that in one. And we are so excited. It's just going to be fantastic.
It's amazing how prolific some artists like that Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Prince, and so many and the Bee Gees have written for other artists, and you don't even know until you have like a tribute night like that. Like, here are some things that you had no idea.
And that's why it is just going to be so fabulous. And this month at our Clubhouse 5, we always have our dinners on the 4th Tuesday of every month. It's called Visions of Vegas, but what is so cool is it's Derek Bordeaux, who is truly one of the most popular bands here. We're newer and we've not seen him yet, and I cannot wait because I have just heard rave things about him. I have seen the mainline entertainer though, because he was recently at the PAC, and his name is Peter Perkins, and he is phenomenal. He does all these different characters and personalities and sings and dances. It's going to blow everyone away.
One-man vaudeville show.
He really is, and he comes, and then the Derek Bordeaux comes back and finishes the night of dancing. And they do all sorts of music, a lot of contemporary, a lot of blues, Motown, all of that. And then one other one I want to talk about,
bring 'em on.
real fast.
I'm just here to listen.
In January, we're doing the ultimate Jimmy Buffett experience. And what's so exciting about it is it's at our Clubhouse 5. So you get the full dinner experience, like Carol just explained, and then you get to dance to Jimmy Buffett. What better way to celebrate him? And so we're just so thrilled with that one. We have one in November as well, and we'll share that with you shortly.
Sure.
That's enough of these.
That's enough for now. So Carol, when did you first come to the club? When did you find out about it, and how did you become so active in it?
Well, I just became active in it because I love it so much. It's really fun. It's great. And then I wanted to serve on the board, so our board is really great. But actually, well, I should save that for later. We want you to tune in next time that we're up, because we just elected a whole new board.
Okay.
And so next time we're here, you will get to meet our new president.
Okay.
And it's a board of so much talent and vitality and enthusiasm that we think 2024 is going to be really great.
That's terrific. And Sharon, you've been with the club for a while. You've enjoyed it. What kind of things is the new board going to maybe, I don't know, like kind of revitalize or kind of take things in a little bit different direction sometimes?
Well, one exciting thing is we have a new dining chair who went to culinary school in San Francisco, worked with wineries in Napa, and is going to uplift and enlighten the menus to get it a little more contemporary and a little more variety, and we're so excited with that. And we have these amazing technology people who have come on board that have just changed how our information gets out to everyone now. Great entertainment, and our goal here is to make this club for everyone. So people who've been here a while will enjoy it, as well as new people coming into the woods. So each month, the bands will do a little bit of the old and a lot of the new. So and it's a little more casual for people to feel comfortable, however, whatever they want. If you love dressing up, we want you to dress up.
Sure.
If you love a little on the casual side, that's okay too. We want you to be happy and enjoy it.
Okay.
So that's our goal.
Makes sense to me. and Carol, what brought you to love this? Is it the camaraderie? Is it a little bit of everything? Because I know that a lot of these clubs, they're really about the networking and the social aspect of it too. The people you get to experience these things.
Yeah,
these
it's a
things
little
with.
bit of everything. And it's just such a fun evening. Everybody is so happy and has so much fun. And we really work to make it that way, because a really unique experience of California Club is you will never wait in line. We reserve a table for you.
That's nice too.
It's
That's
really nice. When you sign up, you request where you want to sit, sort of in the room, even certain table number,
With
or the
certain
people you want to sit with. And we work to make that happen because it's a very social evening. And also another thing, during dinner, we don't play any music, so that you can actually converse around your table and hear each other.
Yeah, because sometimes you'll be in a place and they're just playing, you're
so
in
loud.
a bar area or something like that. So anyway, I was...
I know.
You can't talk, and that's what's so exciting. You walk in, the music's playing, and you dance. Then you get served this fabulous dinner, and you talk to the people. Then the entertainment comes in, and you watch them, and then you dance again, and you get a whole evening. Every month we do this, and it's just, when we came to the woods here, we went to many things, and we still are part of many, many groups and love them all, but this was so unique. And
It is
we
unique.
just love the experience. We're
unique.
having a ball with it, totally.
Ultimate Club Experience, Vegas. So tell me a little about Visions of Vegas before we get close to the end here.
Yes, that's the one this week. Well, Derek Bordeaux is Motown, blues, jazz, and a lot of current as well. Fabulous, absolutely the most fun dancing you'd have in an evening. But this Peter, he just did a show with the Four Tops, and he played. He was with other people, and then he literally can do every type of character, and he does these fun skits, but he sings fabulously and dances. So it's going to be a little bit of Vegas in a bottle, because he'll be doing a little Sammy, and then he'll go to someone more contemporary, and he'll be singing and dancing, and it'll be an hour you just won't forget. It's very talented.
Well, that was a fun interview. I won't forget this experience with you guys anytime soon. Sharon and Carol from the California Club, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Make sure you go to their website and get out there and have some fun, folks. All right, coming up next, we got Sports Corner with Cole Young. Stay with us.
Happy Friday the 13th, and welcome back to another episode of Sports Corner. It's well known that Friday the 13th is often associated with bad luck, and my bad luck came last week as I went 0-4 with my NFL picks. It started off poorly with the Bears upsetting the Commanders on Thursday night with a staggering 40-20 win, which was Chicago's first win of the season. Then, early Sunday morning, the Jaguars took down the Buffalo Bills in London for their second straight win in England. The Ravens had the win in their hands, but a late Lamar Jackson interception would cost Baltimore the game and give Pittsburgh the upset. And on Monday night, a 3-interception performance by Jordan Love would be the downfall of the Packers and cause them to fall to the Raiders. While being wrong on all of my picks isn't necessarily ideal, got to be able to laugh at yourself. Anyway, moving on to this week. We kicked off Week 6 with a Thursday night matchup of the Chiefs and Broncos, 2 AFC West rivals. But it's hard to call this matchup a true rivalry because heading into last night, the Broncos had not beaten the Chiefs since September 17th, 2015. The streak was able to stay alive, and the Chiefs have now beaten the Denver Broncos 16 times in a row. For the rest of the weekend, there are some big games to keep an eye on, like the Bengals and Seahawks, the matchup of 2 1-4 rivals, the Bears and Vikings, and the Buccaneers and Lions fighting for a top spot in the NFC. After my aforementioned 0-4 week last week, I'm now sitting at 12-8 on the season. Here are my, hopefully, winners for this week. The Eagles over the Jets, the 49ers to coast past the Browns, the Rams to pick up a win at home over the Cardinals, and the Bills to bounce back against the Giants on Sunday night. The MLB playoffs have been electric so far, and we're slowly inching closer to the World Series. On Tuesday night, the Texas Rangers shocked the world with their sweep of the Baltimore Orioles. The Rangers, whose loss at Seattle on the last day of the regular season made them a wild card instead of the AOS champion, have since won all 5 of their postseason games. They're headed to the American League Championship Series for the first time since 2011. The Orioles, who had 101 wins this season, went the entire regular season without getting swept in any series. But their first sweep of the year came at the most unfortunate time, and they are out of the playoffs. The Phillies and Braves series headed into last night with the Phillies up 2-1 after a 10-2 rout over Atlanta on Wednesday night. The Phillies were able to secure the win in Game 4 last night, upsetting the World Series favorite Braves and moving on to the NLCS. For the 7th consecutive year, the Astros are advancing to the American League Championship Series. With a 3-2 victory over the Twins on Wednesday, Houston completed a 3-1 Division Series win and set up an in-state ALCS matchup with the Texas Rangers. Game 1 between Texas and Houston, which is an odd sentence, is this Sunday in Houston. And lastly, unfortunately for our hometown Dodgers, they were swept 3-0 by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona has yet to lose a game in the postseason, and this is their first appearance in the NLCS since 2007. The team is now just 1 series victory away from the World Series. The NHL has officially begun its season this week as well. The Kings began their season at home against the Colorado Avalanche on Wednesday night, and the Ducks will open up the new campaign tomorrow on the road in Las Vegas. It's a long season, but hopefully it will be a great year for both our Southern California teams. On top of pro and college football, playoff baseball, and the start of hockey, it's also the beginning of the preseason basketball in the NBA. So, point being, there are loads of different games, matches, and events to check out this weekend. Come back next Friday for more news and highlights from all over the sports world. And as always, thank you for tuning into Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend.
And welcome back. We had sports, and now we got some the real sports, the real blood sport is of politics. Democratic Club's here today, and Joel Goldstein and Alan Feldman are joining us. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen. Good to have you back. Alan, actually, I'm going to start with you. Tell me just a little bit in general about the Democratic Club, what you guys are all about, what you do.
Okay, well, the Democratic Club it's what's called a chartered club. We're chartered by the Democratic Party of Orange County. And we are a real legitimate political organization. In fact, we're a political action committee. We're a PAC. We donate money to candidates. And our number one goal, our number one job is to elect Democrats to office. It sounds rather partisan, but we are the Democratic Club.
I would say the Republican Club has the same ideas, by the way.
Right. Oh, they're wrong and we're right. That's the idea. But I mean, that's basically what we do. And what we try to focus our efforts on is we try to get people out to vote. That's the most important thing. And in California and here in Laguna Woods, fortunately, that's not a difficult chore in some ways. It's so simple to vote in California. And in Laguna Woods, we get usually 80–85% voter turnout.
Right.
And we try to bring candidates. We'd always try to bring candidates during the never-ending election season in there. And when it's not an election year, we try to bring interesting speakers on events, on topics that we believe our members and others would be interested in. But our primary focus is, I mean, we're the real, I don't know how the Republican Club operates. I'm pretty sure they're the same. But we're a real political organization.
Right.
We're the same as Tammany Hall. They were a political club in New York. So we're really the same thing, same kind of thing.
And Joel, talking about topical conversations and topical speakers, the threat to democracy conversation has been going on for the last 6.5 years or so now, and we have a speaker coming in talking just about that, right?
Yes. Well, you've probably heard the term threats to democracy a lot in the media, and what do we mean when we talk about that? I think of it in terms of 3 categories. One is undermining elections. How does that happen? Through voter suppression, gerrymandering of districts, and denial of election results. Another way is weakening governmental protections by attacking the checks and balances that we have built into our government so that no one branch can have all the power. And I know that some of our opponents want to increase the power of the executives and decrease the power of the other 2 branches, and I think that's a problem. And a third is to loosen the control of the military by the civilian sector. The military is always supposed to be beholden to the people at large.
Yeah, to the civilian authority, so to speak.
Right. So we have a meeting coming up on October 17. The slide on the screen.
Yeah.
Very pleased to have the chair of the political science department at the University of California at Irvine, named Simone Chambers. She studies democracy and threats to democracy all over the world, both in the past and at present. I found it very interesting that 70% of the people in the world do not live in a democracy. They live in an authoritarian government. And she will talk about threats to democracy. Her interests are in democratic theory and ethics, in government and religion, rhetoric, and reason in the public sphere.
Okay, and that's coming up October 17th, 7 p.m. over at Clubhouse 2 in the main lounge, so make sure people get out to that. Alan, I want to talk to you about Katie Porter's appearance. She's coming as well, right?
Absolutely.
Senate candidate.
Yes, October 27th, Friday afternoon, October 27th, Clubhouse 7 at 1 p.m. Representative Katie Porter, one of the leading Democratic candidates for the U.S. Senate, is going to be appearing live and in person. And she's going to be appearing and speaking here in Laguna Woods. Earlier this year, we had Barbara Lee, who is a U.S. representative from the Bay Area, and she's also one of the leading Democratic candidates for the Senate. She spoke here, and we've been trying to work with Adam Schiff's campaign, the congressman from Burbank, who was the 3rd leading Democratic candidate for the Senate. Try to find a time where he can come here and speak also.
Terrific. So Katie's going to be here October 27th, and at Clubhouse 7.
Right. And we want obviously we want as many people as possible to come out. I mean, I think it's really so important for people to hear, and this is what we do. I mean, we bring as many candidates as we possibly can to appear before our club members and everybody else. Usually we do deal with what we call down ballot candidates, so people running for the water board, and because they have so much trouble getting heard.
Right, there's no forum for them, really.
That's right, they get overwhelmed in the election. But believe me, we are more than happy to have people running for statewide office appearing here in Laguna Woods. And for people, even people who aren't Democrats, maybe especially for people who aren't Democrats, looking at the realities of politics in the state of California now, anything can happen in an election, we know that. But it would be a real surprise if either Katie Porter, Adam Schiff, or Barbara Lee were not elected to the U.S. Senate.
In terms of the top candidates, they're going to make the general. Hey, one of the other things you guys do is party endorsements. That's coming up, the convention, right?
Right. The California Democratic Party, it's called the endorsement convention, is coming up in November in Sacramento, and this is the end of rather complicated process of people receiving the Democratic Party endorsement to run. It starts at the very local level, you know, the local clubs and the local county parties, and it goes up to the convention. And it goes up to the convention. Anybody who's approved for the endorsement needs to be approved by the convention. And it's again, on our particular area here, we have 4 what they call partisan races. The water board and things like that are not partisan races. They're non-denominational, not partisan. But there are 4 of it. And in 3 of them, we have more than one candidate that is vying for the endorsement of the Democratic Party. And the congressional race, the 40th, which covers almost all of Laguna Woods, we have Joe Kerr and Allison Dincolas, both vying for that endorsement. In the State Senate District, we have Alex Mojahar and State Senator Josh Newman, both fighting for the endorsement. And in the 47th District, which covers only it's interesting here in Laguna Woods because it covers only
Sounds like it.
small sliver.
Just a sliver.
It's just a small sliver, but it is considered one of the most competitive congressional districts in the United States, and one of the most important as far as control of Congress is concerned. And again, we have 2 candidates who are vying for the endorsement there, State Senator Dave Min and Joanna Weiss. So there's about 4 or 5 people who from Laguna Woods who are actually going to the convention as delegates.
Okay.
Including me. This is my first, so I don't know what this is going to be like. It'll be in the
Great
smoke-filled room, smoking a cigar like 1950s, or because it gets hot and heavy. I mean, these things can get very contested, so it should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
The blood sport of politics,
Yeah, it really is.
always something on. All right, from the Democratic Club, Joel Goldstein and Alan Feldman, thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to close from right here on the set today. We went a little long. We want to make sure everybody got their information in. I want to check out the movie, Friday movie, real quick before we go. And that is going to be brought to us by Hoag Medical Center. And it is Instructions Not Included. And that is going to be at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. without the subtitles, 6 p.m. and with the subtitles at 2 p.m. Also, want to tell you about a Saturday movie, Space Cowboys. That's coming up as well. That should be a fun one. Memorial Care is bringing that to us at 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. And let's take a quick check of the weather before we head out. We got some warm temperatures. It's going to be a warm weekend. Hey, don't forget, if you get out, don't ever look directly at the sun, and that's going to be the rule for tomorrow too. It's only going to be a partial eclipse, so it's not going to be safe, but we are going to have a partial eclipse in the morning, so that can be fun to look at and see. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television, what everybody does.